National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the...
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been...
It's not on the full 15. Damn. Start all the way over. Oh, never mind. I got him.
Season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from it, it absolutely occurred.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 46, here's second down and 8. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, such a great week one matchup here, the Dolphins and Chargers. And fairly or unfairly, these two QBs are going to be measured against one another probably for the rest of their careers. Remember, Tua was the number 5 overall pick in 2020, and Justin Herbert followed him at number 6.
And let's add on to it.
Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and he'll come in trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Herbert on first down now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 21. That'll leave it with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out well. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive on.
Can we get to our blocks, please?
Right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of it. Short of the first.
This is I mean, that hole is closing, but, like, what the fuck is this? Is anybody actually blocking anybody? Why is he literally dick to butt? This makes no sense. Like, why are these two guys crisscross? Like, how the fuck? Alright.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And it bangs off the right upright, no good.
How?
And this will remain a scoreless game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Play action, now it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's brought to the ground with another
How is he
first
hurt
down
already?
at the Chargers 33. A timeout here for an injured player. Definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
It should be a tie game, but
To
no.
come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the field for now and try and get set up for more later.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing
Get to your break. What are you doing?
And it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 0 like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Brewer used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
What the f...
This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Said Wilson, 37 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0.
I'm on all pro and I'm down 10-0.
Now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
How?
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He's picking it off. And he'll bring this one back to the...
How? What the fuck is this? Why is the...
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, That D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Adam Troutman from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. From his end zone, here's
What
Darius
the fuck?
Here's a Los
Why did he
Angeles
do-
offense as they get set to take possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. It's Eckler again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Flushed out right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Eckler now between the tackles. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. start now. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Running on first down, Eckler. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the
Nobody's
29
getting
line.
any
First down,
separation.
Miami,
Like,
as
this
they
makes
get set to
no
start the
sense.
drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run it again with Fournette.
Come on, get this man. What are we doing?
Yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. His throw incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
17-0 our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Look at the big man rumble. He's into space past the 25. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fournette will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. Like, this makes no sense.
But there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On first down, it's Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And he takes
Finally,
it in.
god damn.
Touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make it 24-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the gun, Fournette. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good carry there by Fournette, who despite a drop in production, remained a capable back in all facets of the game last season. Finished with over 1,200 all-purpose yards.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Looking to pass. Tua.
Thank you. Let's go. Shit.
Tua is going to be taken down. Chris Rumph able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They he's inside the 30. A gain of 37. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Now Herbert going to change the look. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. An 18-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this drive starts. They begin with a run by Fournette. And not much to speak of. Only a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh! Throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
We need a turnover.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's up near 100 yards now here in the 2nd quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll take it inside the
Alright.
40
I've had
39-yard
enough
line.
with this
They'll get
fucking
only 3
O-line.
there, so
Hold on. I gotta see something real quick. So, okay. Why are they doubling 91? Okay. You double 91, which basically gives 15 a free shot full speed at Ekman. You wait too long to get off the double team, number 70. 63 is holding him off, but he's not really pushing him anywhere. So I essentially run into my teammate. It allows 15 to catch up. And I don't really get shit. I don't get it.
7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we put the football in the air. It's now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
From midfield, here's Tua. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
God damn it!
To the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 and a throw again. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this taken in at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On third down, here's Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Justin Herbert.
Fall!
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, Herbert escaping the pressure right. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gould, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of it, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
From the 24 now, here's second and a couple. Once more, here's Eckler, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. A little short pass. This is Everett. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Flush to his right.
Damn.
Down the right
God
side.
damn.
He'll be just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. A second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Herbert now. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
No!
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Rifles well, that's going to be intercepted.
That's a pick six, bitch! To the house! Look at that shit!
It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Tua. A short throw to Smythe, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there.
Wait, I gotta see that. Hold on, I gotta see that again. I mean, I'm glad I got the stop, but... Okay, so... Boom. Jumps midair, catches... What is this animation? Again, I'm glad I got the stop, but what the fuck is this? One more time, in slow motion. And why is Tua turning around like that? Okay, I got the stop, but that's weird.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think this will run awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Who is it? Okay. So hold it. Why are you holding?
Of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit.
What the fuck? I was looking for Eckler, but god damn. This is more like a bullet pass, but look at this animation. It's basically sucked into his hands. Pause. Look at this. I gotta see this shit. I gotta look at this. 18 of 33 for 4 of 3, 3 touchdowns. Six for 143, 5 for 162, 3 scores.
Maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bro, we've scored 28 unanswered. I just realized it.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll give this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tua now on first down. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
This offensive game plan has just been
This man is
sensational. I mean, when you think about all the
work,
different
bro. I
ways
cannot
they've
stop
got the
this
receivers
motherfucker.
open so
Shit.
far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Leonard Fournette. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
And he's got it. So the drive for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a
Shit! He's taken down. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Holding offense.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert.
No!
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Sanders' kick is good. And this game is tied. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And a fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
In order to play a really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. Hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always...
After
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Past the 20. down to the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with now 3 week-long touchdowns. And the Chargers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
What is defense? I don't know.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out.
I don't see it.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, hope I get one more shot in an important spot.
Is this supposed to be simulation football arcade game? Because this makes no sense.
Make up for the earlier miss.
And this will be
Let me check out something. We have 605 yards of total offense with just under 7.5 minutes left in the game. 605 yards of total offense. Both teams have 4 turnovers, 8 of 15 on 3rd down, 4 of 8 in the red zone. (21 of 39, 445, 3 scores, 4 interceptions. Like this don't make no sense.
deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. Room here to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Here's Tua. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. Called a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Run as much clock as we
now,
can.
as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On second down, Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 170 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Ah, God damn it! Oh!
Down he goes. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dumps it off to Fournette. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the gun, Fournette. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. To the 36-yard line, stop there. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 28. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first carry for their fullback. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Up the middle with Eckler. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 10. 44 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Now Tua. That's caught by Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the
They want
reasons they're
something
down
short,
is
they
that
can have
inability of them to
nothing deep.
stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Tua. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 4th down, 10 yards to go. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. And to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Herbert to
That's a dub.
just about right at the end.
That's a dub.
The city always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
Look at this shit,
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
Bro.
So for the Chargers, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.
All right. Damn. 641 yards of total offense. 239 to 86 on the ground our way. Forced 5 turnovers, 9 of 18 on third down. Had that one fourth down miss, which was total bullshit. 5 of 9 in the red zone. 34-14 in the second half. Us. Tua. This is ridiculous. Threw for 400 plus, 3 touchdowns. Did pick him off 4 times. Held Fournette to 86 yards on the ground. Did score twice, but we forced a fumble, a big one. God damn, 11 for $140 and a score. That's crazy. 7 for 121 and a score. Waddle and Hill, 8 for 99 and a score. Which is surprising because I thought we would get fucking cooked. But we held them to that is always a good thing. So LA side, 22 of 41, 448, 3 scores, 4 interceptions. 39 for 2 of 3, 3 touchdowns. This is the thing that is just like, what is going on? Because Austin Eckler is not a 39 carry, 203 yard, 3 touchdown kind of guy on the ground. He's more of a Swiss Army knife type of guy. So, yeah, this shit is not simulation football. 7 for $164, 6 for 56 from Gerald Everett. Mike Williams was doing work, 5 for 162, 3 scores. 3 for 53 out of the backfield for Austin Eckler. So that's 42 touches. 256. Down 24 to nothing. Not even a minute into the second quarter. How I won this game, I don't know. at 31-21 halftime. Should have been 58-45, but I missed that first field goal from 18, so I feel stupid as shit.